When you have different types of surfaces that have very tricky edges to paint, you want to make sure you're using the right tools so that you don't get any brush strokes and it makes your painting job easier. If you take the Sash brush and the pointed sash, this is going to be your absolute best friend. Let me show you how it's going to work on this little cabinet door here. So what I love about this sash brush is, for one, it's pointed, so you can really easily get into corners without leaving a ton of excess paint behind. And because it tapers down so nicely and finely, you get a really nice tip. All right, so how much paint to have on your brush? I am kind of saturating it and then I wipe off the excess. So I'm just getting it into about halfway up. So it's actually got a lot of paint in there without it looking like there's paint dripping off of the brush. And then at the beginning, you can be a little bit messy with it. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more paint because I'm just getting started with the paint here. And I can actually have a little more paint on my brush than expected. Now this tapered angle allows me to get into all the edges really, really nicely and have a clean, crisp start and stop. And I'm able to get into the corners here really nicely without having much excess around. So anytime you have raised edges and paneling like this, you want to use a little sash brush to really get in there nicely. All right. And there you have it. So you can continue painting the flat part with it if it's a small flat area, but I would recommend hopping over to a different brush, like a round brush or a flat brush to do the flatter areas. A sash brush is not great for painting the flat areas, but again, because this is a very small amount of flat area, I'm able to get away with it. If you're doing larger cabinet doors, I would absolutely say grab a different brush for that. And there we go. And here we have a perfectly painted, edged area with this beautiful sash brush. It's the best brush and tool to use when wanting to get perfect, flawless edges.